Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, guys. What's going on? It's another episode, probably 3 months later. It's been a while.
Welcome back, guys. Thanks for tuning in again. We've just become those guys, innit? Just in and out. We are here now, and that's all that matters. So, thanks for tuning in. How you been, Fatah?
I've been well, alhamdulillah. I've been well. It's been a while. Went on a couple of trips, alhamdulillah.
Traveller, this one.
Nah, it's not even that.
Traveller.
Wallahi, I had to, one was Umrah. So we don't classify that as a trip, but I know back home,
Yeah.
as soon as you go home, your parents, once you book one flight, it doesn't matter where you book the flight to,
Yeah, facts.
it's a trip. You know what I mean? So, and then I went to America as well. Just got back from America, alhamdulillah,
Inshallah, man.
for family reasons.
Yeah, of course, man. Of course, obviously. Nah, it's there's always a purpose. There's always a purpose to every trip. And
100%. Yeah, especially when you get older, bro.
Yeah.
You don't just go somewhere for no reason. You know what I mean?
100%.
So, when you just book a flight and you're going somewhere, we went. When was it? We went to Greece last year,
Yeah.
and I had gone Umrah last year, and then I went Umrah again this year, alhamdulillah. But last year we went Umrah, and then we went to a trip with Mustafa Mu'min to Greece.
Yeah, last summer.
Bro,
The heat.
the heat I got from Haddana. You're going again?
Yeah.
You just went Umrah the other day, and it's like, but Umrah is not a holiday. Do you know what I mean? Well, the way I view it, Umrah is not a holiday. You go there for ibadah.
Yeah.
I need a break away from work, right? And they don't see that. They don't see that.
Yeah.
For them, if you go on a flight, that's a holiday. Doesn't matter what you're doing, what your purpose is, what's going on. That's a trip. You go on a second flight, you're taking a piss.
Yeah, basically.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. You got to be very calculated with your trips nowadays.
Oh yeah. So what are you? So
Always go around in circles. But Umrah was a fantastic experience this Ramadan as well. This was my second time. Your second time for you as well.
Yeah.
But my time was like a big gap.
Yeah.
So I went 2010.
Yeah.
Which is how long ago?
Too long ago.
Millennia
13
ago,
years.
millennia ago. And them times you think of like at that time, like your parents would do a little package for you, go, and I went with a bunch of like other lads and stuff, with a mosque and not literally with a mosque, but the mosque group.
Sorted out.
Yeah, and it was nice. But obviously you do your ibadah, but what's playing in your mind is you want to have a good time, you want to enjoy yourself. It's like a holiday, it's a new experience type of thing. But this time around, definitely I felt like, like I need this for iman purposes, I need this for ibadah. Like that was my primary purpose, man. I've only got one aim when I'm there, type of thing, which I think was which is a stark difference to when the first time I went.
So it feels like it's the first time you went
Yeah,
there. Although
100%.
you know the rituals, you know what's happening, you've seen everything before.
Yeah.
But it feels different.
100%. Like it was a phenomenal experience. Like I always like people like, oh, I wish I could go. I'm like, you don't wish it. Like go. I know it's very difficult. But you mentioned this like a while ago as well. Like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guides those who He wants to come to His house, and if you're not invited, you're not gonna come type thing. So it's a big privilege, like managing to go there. So you can't underestimate it or understate it.
How did it feel? Like obviously this year when you went, you knew what you were expecting. You've seen the Kaaba before.
Yeah.
You've been to Medina before.
Yeah.
Obviously with a changed mindset, you were a young boy back then.
Yeah.
But how did you feel going back this time?
You know what? It didn't hit me that, because you're more consciously aware of your thoughts. You as you grow older, you're trying to live. Well, I'm trying to live in the present as much as I can, trying to absorb as much. But like it hit me in Medina, because we went to Medina first.
Yeah.
Medina, then Mecca. So as soon as I entered Medina, and then went to the Prophet's Masjid, alayhi salatu wasalam, we had our iftar, the first iftar there. And then we prayed Maghrib. Like that's when he was like, yo, like you're in a sacred place. Like you have to kind of take advantage of where you are. Like don't let a single second go. Like you could feel the iman from everyone, from everywhere. And that's when I was like, yo, like you got to be on your A game. Like you're not just traveled somewhere. Like you traveled to the place type of thing, you know. And that's when he kind of hit me at that point. I thought, okay, you know what, I need to
put the work in.
Yeah.
And it's I mean, I make dua, inshallah, that everyone gets the opportunity to go, because it's such an amazing experience. And over the years, I've always seen people talk about Medina and how peaceful it is, the tranquility, the sakina, the raha that you get from going there. But you don't really know what people are talking about until you actually experience it yourself.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, we could talk about it for ages. We could talk
Wallahi.
about it like for ages on this podcast. Like we could talk about the experiences, what we went through, and stuff. But only someone else that's been there will understand you 100%.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like I'm a big football fan, and although there was massive games going on when we were there, you do not care.
Don't care about.
Do you know what I mean? You don't care what's going on, who's playing, what politics is happening back home, all of that stuff. You park it somewhere. It's about you and your ibadah, and you're happy doing that. You're living that simplistic lifestyle. Wallahi, it's so nice, man. Like you realize all of these gadgets you have, all of these gadgets and technology, all of that stuff does not matter over there. Do you know what I mean? And maybe it's the way we view things now that we're older, but when you go there when you're slightly younger, obviously you're going there to have fun. It's like a trip.
You know? So that's the way I saw it back when I was 18 at that time. And it was like an opportunity to go to a new country I'd never been before, new sites, new
halal
things,
food.
like, you know, halal McDonald's, let's not forget about that one.
100%.
So that was just like, that was a big thing for me as well as the ibadah as well. But now it's like, you don't care about all those types of things. You want to be there for a singular purpose, and you want to take full advantage of it, basically.
It's a spiritual reset.
Yeah, 100%.
Do you know what I mean? It just recharges your batteries. You come back from Umrah content. But, you know, different people do it in different ways. We did Medina first, then Makkah. And I feel like that's the best way to go about it, because, you know, you just get that. It sets the mood. It sets the mood. Then you go to Makkah, right? Yeah. Which is a whole different ball game. Ooh. Obviously, it has a lot more rewards, but it's testing. Yeah. I know for a fact, my brother sitting on my left here got tested numerous of times. And how long did it take you before you thought, hold up, what's good?
You know, when I was going, like I told some other friends of mine, like, yo, I'm going, and they were like, Jibs, like, we know you know what I mean? You gotta be patient. So I was like, what do you mean, man? Like, I'm normally patient. Like, nah, Jibs, like, you have to be patient. So I was like, what's the worst that can happen? I'm going to the Holy Land. You get me? Like, why do I need to be patient?
Yeah,
you
exactly.
get me? Why do I need to be patient? But when you're there, just a warning, I'm warning everyone else as well. Like, when you're there, like, you have, like, that is true, especially in Makkah. Like,
and during Ramadan,
like, everyone will test you. The taxi driver, the shopkeeper, the guards, the security guard, everyone will just do something just you're thinking, like, what's going on? Like, 5'1" guys are shoulder barging me, and they hit my hips, and I'm like, what are you lot doing, man? It was mad. And it's so like, there's so many people there. There are like maybe 1 million, 2 million people there, that you're always in close proximity, and you're used to having your space. And then it's hot, and it's stuffy, and you're thirsty, and you're fasting, and it's just mad. And
different customs from different people
around the world.
So people are doing behaviors and maneuvers that you're thinking, what, are you okay, brother? Like, what you do? What's going on? I just remember half of the things people were doing, and it's so annoying, so annoying. Wallahi. You know what I mean? You would just have, like, obviously, it would be there'll be a lot of congestion, especially, you know, after Taraweeh or just before Maghrib, and you're in a queue, whatever. People are trying to rush somewhere, and you just have somebody, both palms on your back, and just pushing you. Yeah, like literally, they're using you as a human shield to bulldoze through the crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you look at them, it's as if they've not done anything. No accountability, nothing. They look at you like,
Yeah, like it wasn't me. Like it wasn't me type of vibe. And you're looking at them like, yo, behave yourself. Behave yourself, man.
You forget, wallahi, you forget because they take you out of character every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Every 5 seconds, someone will just push you, barge you, someone will pull you, someone will tell you, brother, you're big, you know, tall, you go through. Remember that?
You know what? I was. Is this, I don't know, discrimination. I don't know, because I was told people wanted to use me as like just like a wall to get through other people. They're like, oh, you're a big guy, we're gonna push you this way so you get through that way. I'm like, brother, just allow me in it. I don't want to push nobody.
Wallahi,
no, we need to get through. We can't get through unless we use you. I'm like, oh, bro,
it's so annoying.
Allow me, man.
Yeah, wallahi. And it's like they were during Ramadan. I mean, there's a lot of blessing and there's the hasanat, the ajr. It's humongous. But you would be tested. Like you have to earn it, especially in Makkah, Medina. It's a lot more calmer, a lot more civilized.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, I was saying earlier, like it hit me. I think after the second day, that's when I clocked. Like, you know what? Yeah, like every single ibadah that you do here, like your fasting, your psalm, your salah, your salah, everything is times by 100,000. So you can pray 5 times a day for 20 years. Fajr, Dhuhr, Asr, Maghrib, and Isha. For 20 years, you get the same hasanat as just praying 2 rak'ah sunnah there. Mad, isn't it?
It's crazy, yeah.
Crazy. When I was doing I thought the math is not mathing. The arithmetic is on a math thing. So I was like, nah, man, it makes sense why it's an environment where you're going to be tested, because 100,000 is not free. Like you have to earn, you have to work for it.
100%. Yeah.
So when as soon as I switched my mind, I thought, you know what, yeah, just have that in your head. Then alhamdulillah, I became a lot more tolerant to what was happening.
Yeah, everyone's competing for khair. It's coming from a good place.
Yeah.
And the numbers are numbers you've never heard of. Like normally, the numbers in that proximity, it's a nation. You know what I mean? Like on the 27th night, there was about 2.2, 2.5 million people inside the haram, right?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. That amount of people, I mean, you go to the toilet and that's it. You're not getting your space back.
I don't want to talk about it.
Remember that. Like you leave your space. Listen, you have to start drinking less. You have to start eating less so you don't go toilet as often, because once you leave your position, forget it, brother. Like you have to pray outside somewhere, because once you go toilet, they won't let you back in. That space is gone by something.
Even if you can get to the toilet.
Yeah, that's if you can get to the toilet. There's a massive queue.
But that just explains like how badly the people want the rewards of the ibadah in the Masjid al-Haram in Ramadan.
Yeah, So everyone's competing for khair.
So like you are lucky enough in the billions of Muslims around the world that you basically we reached a billion. We reached 2 billion at least.
Yeah, no, we have.
Yeah, we have 100%. Yeah, that's the billions of the plural. Yeah, we're more than 1 billion.
2 billion.
Out of all those Muslims, like you're here in the best place in the best time. Come on, like, do you know what I mean? It's to be honest, when you think about it like that, it was a very small price to pay.
100%.
Those times I used to debate, like, we used to debate, like, which time is best to go in it.
Yeah, it was always like going 4 hours before 4 hours before iftar.
No, I mean like debating going in the year.
Oh
in the year, like, because I used to ask like, when should we do Umrah? The locals asked them like, when is it not so busy? And they were like, come November, come December, not December, like November, October is usually quiet, not much going on. But like you can do that, and if you have the chance and opportunity, go and do that. But in all fairness, like going there and do Ramadan, like even with all the madness and everything, it's still the best time to go.
100%. I mean, alhamdulillah, I've gone the last 2 Ramadans, and last year was my first time. Before that, I always used to just romanticize going to Umrah and going to Haram during Ramadan. It's just a different feeling because the Taraweeh, the Tahajjud, you know, the competing for ibadah. It's just, you know, the thing is, it makes everything so much easier. And fasting in these countries, I mean, it's all right because I think we're getting towards the winter times now.
Yeah.
But it's not the same. It's not the same. So if you have the opportunity to go during Ramadan, it's amazing. You know what I mean? And you're getting rewarded for it even more than any other time.
Equivalent,
so it's worth.
equivalent to Hajj. So
Yeah.
no, it was a wonderful time, man.
But have you noticed how it's like in the last few years, everyone is going.
It's blown, isn't it?
Yeah.
Everybody was going.
Like
I was posting it on my Insta, but every time I go on my Insta or my social media, like everyone else is there as well. So people like say, "Oh, you're here." Like, you know, you just people that you know from socials or people that you know, like, you know, like even like people you know from ends are there as well. But you never called each other. You never told each other you're gonna be there. You just randomly find them. You're like there. Or you meet them randomly in the Makkah as
in
well.
Makkah, yeah. Remember about
People, brother, you just meet them. Yo, what are you doing here? What are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but it's in the last few years I've noticed everyone is going, and I remember people on social media saying, "Yo, like, how come I didn't get the memo? Like, why is everyone going? What's going on?" Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think I don't know. To come to think about it, why do you think it varies for everyone? You know what I mean? Like, but why do you think in the last few years everyone's just decided to go? It's the new holiday, best holiday destination, basically.
Yeah, bro, like, I think like a few reasons, but for me, like, you know, you get to like a certain stage in life, you just think, okay, cool. You when you think about it, like generally speaking, when you wake up or your to-do list or whatever, you're either doing a to-do list for the things you want to do for the day or for the week or for the month, and like how much of your to-do list is actually planning for your akhirah really, or after you die.
Facts.
Like maybe you're planning for next week, you're planning for next year, you're planning for your future, or you want to buy a house, you want to buy a car, all that type of stuff, all that. But how much are you actually planning for after when you die, type of thing. So it hit me like, I think like back end of last year, like, okay, cool, like you can carry on with what you're doing with work and life and in this type of thing, you're looking for family, and these are all general things that you have to do, but like how much of that are you going to do? So I thought, okay, cool, like start thinking about your akhirah, but like a good like you know, like a head start or like a boost would be if I went to Umrah and do Ramadan. Like I thought, you know what, I need this for myself, I need this for Iman, and then use that Iman, a spiritual boost, with the consciousness that I have to kind of start planning for after when I die. So I'll say, yeah, man, like I made intentions, I made dua, like, yo, I made the niyyah, like I want to go this year. Like if nothing else happens in 2023, Ya Rab, like let me go to your house in Ramadan. So that was my aim basically.
Oh, it's true, and the thing is, I feel like everyone has very similar thought processes. I think ever since COVID, when it was closed, there was a void. You know, the fact that the masjids were closed for so long, and the fact that we couldn't congregate just made everyone realize that can happen at any time, right? So that's one of the main reasons I feel like ever since COVID and the haram reopened, no one waited. Everyone thought, you know what, we're going Umrah. The second thing, I think the only reason why we're noticing everyone else going to Umrah right now is because I feel like everyone is part of the working class. We all have the money now. Do you know what I mean? So you can afford to actually save a bit of money to the side.
People are like working. Everyone's like,
yeah. So all our generation now, they're all working. They're all working. Whereas when we were younger, we didn't see that many people going, unless you went with a group during the summer.
Yeah.
Right. But probably our parents' generation were all going.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But now it's like everybody you know
can afford to go.
Yeah. So I feel like COVID exacerbated that, because you have the money, it's just about priorities.
Yeah.
And I feel like everyone's priorities now is like, you know what? Okay, we're always focused on dunya.
Yeah.
We saw what happened during the COVID.
Yeah.
Like, let's focus on akhirah.
Yeah.
So many people decided, you know what, I'm going to try to go Umrah. And what happens is every year when so many people go, that encourages another
more
everyone
people,
else.
yeah,
More people.
Because
So
more people went this year than last year, innit?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
Okay,
From us, so like last year there was quite a few that went, but this year it was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. And Allah Barak, like you just look around and so many youth were there. Do you know what I mean? It's normally it's not something we see, you know, like, but wallahi, everyone is just showed up. Do you know what I mean? And everyone's just focusing on it. And you never met anybody. Like, you know what? I knew so many people who were there, but nobody would ever meet up. Like, everyone was just so focused on their ibadah.
Yeah, you never had
Do you
time.
know what I mean? Wallahi,
You
like,
never had time. That's the thing. Like, time is like, you normally thinking, oh, you know what, it's time for Asr. Let me just walk down to the masjid or drive to the masjid and then pray and come back. It's a 15, 20 minutes tops situation. For you to go to pray like Maghrib, yeah, you gotta
leave just after Dhuhr. If you
like Medina, what we thought was bad. Like, oh, we have to leave like an hour before to get there, you know, to get a good spot. Brother, Makkah, you have to leave Dhuhr time to get there for Maghrib.
For
to get
Maghrib.
good place Maghrib, and you got your seat, you got everything, you got your place, whatever. And like, if you need a toilet, I'm sorry, brother, I'm sorry. You have to hold it in, because if you go out to go to the toilet, your spot
is gone.
Your spot is not gone. You can leave your little mat and that, but like the capacity is full. So the guards, ya hajj, he's not gonna let you in.
Get fill. They just they don't let you. But Allah America, you know, like the guards, the work they're doing, I wouldn't have the patience for what they're doing. You know what I mean? People are stubborn.
I can't lie to you, though. Some people just, they move like, astaghfirullah, I don't want to say it, man, but it's just the guards, may Allah reward them. Like, they got the patience they have. You know what I mean? I give it to them. I give it to them.
I mean, sometimes it's annoying when they tell you, sorry, you can't come into this gate or whatever, blah, blah. But if you were doing that job and there's like hundreds of thousands of people, each one say, no, but I just need to get into gate 91 or gate whatever it is, yeah? You're like, no, but my stuff is there, bro. They've been doing it for long enough to know you say yes to one person, that's it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So I hear them. Like, it's a tough job. But if, like, it's ridiculous now. Like, you have to go hours before to find a seat. And I was speaking to one guy. I said to him, Ramadan this year, it was busy. There was just nowhere to pray. Like, people were fighting over space. You had to go hours before. And it was like, bro, I went. What did he say? He said, bro, I went December, and December was hectic. Because I said to him, yeah, if you don't want all of that hecticness, don't bother going Ramadan. Just go the other months like December. He's like, this December, bro. He was like, December was hectic.
Swear down.
Wallahi. So I was there like, whoa. So I just feel like everyone's just going now. Do you know what I mean? So Ramadan is the busiest, but I feel like throughout the year now, it's packed.
Hajj though, isn't it? They're gonna now it's Hajj.
Now it's Hajj time, yeah.
But then they've limited the numbers significantly though.
For Hajj?
Yeah,
I think, I don't know what it is, maybe 2 million. They will cap it regardless. Yeah. Because one of the major problems during Ramadan was last year, unless you were vaccinated, you couldn't go. And then this year, what they did was, it was free for all. And you could see it was free for all. You know what I mean? It showed, wallahi, because everyone was there. Everyone was there. People, remember them homeless people? Like they literally just got a flight. Maybe they couldn't afford a place to stay or whatever, and they would literally just sleep in the masjid or streets or whatever, and just come for the salat and have a shower downstairs. And it's crazy. Wallahi, there are people. Everyone's just trying to compete for khair.
Yeah. Well, what an experience! Like, definitely, I would.
What would you say the pros and cons?
I think we kind of already discussed the cons a little bit, like in terms of just gotta be patient a bit. Obviously, like, it's expensive, so be prepared to obviously use significant amount of cash. So you have to kind of work for it for a while. if you're intending to go, it's not going to be like a last minute, oh, let's go thing. You have to like prepare for a long time. But like that's it, bro. But like compared to that, like the pros are so significant that you don't know what it's going to do for you in your scales, basically in terms of good deeds. Like you don't know how much impact like that it will have for you. The feeling of like brotherhood, family, like people just giving each other food, and like people are very comfortable asking for things, and you're comfortable asking for everybody for things. Like, you know, here with the way we've grown up, like if someone asks you for something, it's like, oh, what's going on here? Like there, but like, I'm just drinking some water. Like someone will say, oh, can you give me some water? And he'll feed it to his whole family, and you're like, you know what? Like it's just that feeling of brotherhood, that family, which is fantastic. Allah Barak. And may Allah give everyone the opportunity to visit his house at least once in their lifetimes.
I mean, no, it's a massive opportunity, but I think you have to put the work in. I think you have to set your intention and actually work towards it, because for years I was saying I really wanted to go, and I was always romanticizing going to Umrah during Ramadan, but only last year was my first year.
Yeah, you've been saying you be wanting to go for time. You were like, I want to go. Like, bro, big man, when are you gonna go?
Come on, right? It's like everyone had been like out of all my friendship group, but sometimes you really want to go. Maybe you can't afford to go. Do you know what I mean? Maybe you don't have the opportunity to go, and like we were saying, it's an invitation from Allah. Like you have to just set the intention, and every year you could be setting the intention for years and still not have the opportunity to go, right? So it's just one of those things where, you know, you work towards it, and maybe it happens and maybe it doesn't happen. Do you know what I mean? But you can't just be like me and be like, oh yeah, I so want to go. Oh my God, like I wish I could for years. Do you know what I mean? But alhamdulillah, you know, when it rains, it pours. And when you do get the opportunity, maybe you will start going every year. But I remember the consultant was telling me that he was like, listen, you've gone 2 years in a row now, right? Yeah. I was like, yeah. And he was like, I think you need to start thinking about Hajj, to be honest. And he was like, start working towards that and make the intention. He was like, listen, do it whilst you're still young.
Yeah.
And I absolutely agree with him, because, listen, whilst you're young and healthy, you should try to go, because it's taxing on your body. It's really, really tough. And Hajj is not just the tawaf bit. Do you know what I mean? The Umrah bit we do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's
much longer. You know what I mean? You have to sleep Arafah, like Muzdalifah. You have to. There's so much you have to do. It makes Umrah look so easy.
Yeah. Umrah is what, like a 2 hour, 3 hour.
Do you know what I mean? 2-3 hour job. So whilst you're still young and whilst you're able to do it, you should try to get it out of the way. But also, you don't know how long you have left in this world. Do you know what I mean? So make the most of it.
Yeah.
Try to set the intentions to go next year. It might not happen next year. It could happen 5 years down the line.
Yeah.
But you've put the work in or you've set the intention and you work towards it. And things happen in life where not everything works out the way you want it to work out. Do you know what I mean? But if you're going to be like me and say, yeah, I really want to go, blah, blah, blah. No.
Yeah.
It's not good enough. You have to tie your camel. But from our point of view, this is our first video back since Ramadan.
Yeah.
What's the plan? We've got a long summer ahead.
Inshallah, we've got a lot of more videos coming. And inshallah, so the first thing we're going to do is get this video out. That's number one, baby steps.
In a short period of time. Don't let it drag, yeah? That's our aim.
Always pause an editor.
We're out here talking about what we're going to do in the summer, but if we can't do this bit...
Nah, don't worry, inshallah. It's going to be out. Few things planned this summer, inshallah. You know what? Scope's going to be big. Bigger and better.
No, inshallah, it's we've got a lot planned, but we'd just like to say thank you for everyone who's been supporting us until now. It means a lot, and sometimes it could be tedious when you have so much going on in your own life and you're working to carve out some time to actually record and do all of these other projects we do on the side.
Yeah.
But Allahumma barik, like it's amazing. You know, we love it.
Yeah.
It's something we do on the side as a hobby. Like it's not something we're getting paid for or anything. It's just we love working within the community and doing all of the things we do.
Well, the thing is, the things we talk about generally anyway, over Shahan, that's probably what we talk about in this podcast anyway.
100%, yeah.
So I just thought, you know what, let's just record. We need some Shah though.
We need to start doing that, right?
Yeah, Shah. We need some Shah.
Bro, huh? I'm a big Shah drinker as well, you know. Like I think we need to start adding that to the thing.
And why not? But if you guys have anything else you guys wanted to talk about, just put it in the comments below. Inshallah, you know what? We'll touch on that as well.
And please do like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell to see when we next post our videos. And also, if you want to collaborate, if you have any ideas that you want us to do, just hit us up. And on that note, but listen, we're so tired of. We're both fasting.
No, you're fasting. I'm not fasting.
Oh, you're not. You're not fasting. It was Salman that was fasting, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, my energy is just. I can see it going less and less and less, and I can't. I don't have the battery anymore. But on that note, guys, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and see you on the next one.